close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the R&J Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the R&J Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the R&J Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand. Rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate. Land in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and
Check. Check.
Check it now.
Check, check. Check, check.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think I got it. Hey fans, welcome into Kindred, North Dakota. I think we have resolved some early on issues. Thanks for bearing with us. We are in the top of the first inning. So you saw the beginning parts of this, but just didn't have the audio. We're in the top of the first inning. The game today is featuring the visitors on the scoreboard, the Casselton 15-year-old Black Stockings coming in to take on the home team, the Kindred Vikings. Kindred Vikings are in the field right now, and liner out to left field off the glove of Brock Johnson. It's going to go in as an error, and a guy on first base. That guy is going to be Carter Savvy. So to start the game, Easton Hall, leadoff man, center fielder, wears number 8, flew out to right field. And now the second batter, Carter Savvy, reached on an error out to left field. Up to bat right now is the designated hitter, Carter Nelson. He wears number 10. He's designated hitting for the pitcher, number 12, Lucas Christensen. We'll do a quick run through of the lineups here. Starting first with Casselton, who's at the plate. Once again, Easton Hall, leadoff man, playing center field. He was victim to a flyout already. Carter Savvy is on first, bats second, plays left field. Carter Nelson is DHing again for Lucas Christensen. Counts run to 0-2 here for Carter Nelson, and that's strike 3. Fisher Johnson picks up his first strikeout, and there's 2 outs recorded here. Batting fourth for the Black Stockings will be Aiden Thummel, playing right field. Fifth will be the second baseman, Parker Wixo. Bryce Mueller plays first. He bats sixth. Catching for the Black Stockings will be Grady Mueller. In the 8-hole is Ryan Osmanstad, and the 9-hitter for the Black Stockings will be Brody Kegley. Count goes to 0-1 here. Defensively for the Vikings, it's Fisher Johnson on the mound, and his battery mate is Graham Hess. Graham Hess quickly catches strike number 2. It's an 0-2 count. Around the infield, Eli Mack at first, Cade Westby at second. At third base is T. Girdman, and the shortstop is Tyler Gronwald. And left to right in the outfield, Brock Johnson, Brady Baumgarten, and in right field, Jeremy Knight. Josh Almaris alongside Michael Hall. Michael, an interesting start to the morning, but how you doing?
I'm doing good. No technical experts up in the booth today, but we love to watch some baseball, and so glad we could get on and get the game going here, albeit 1 out late, but we're good to go now.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful morning in Kindred. Absolutely gorgeous. 71 degrees, 15-mile-an-hour winds out of the west-northwest. This ball gets away from Graham Hess, and on to second goes Savvy. We'll call that on the pass, on the wild pitch, excuse me. Yeah, we got a little flustered there, but I think we got everything squared away. And we're here for the long haul. A single 7 today. Strike 3, Fisher Johnson strikes out 2. And in the top half of the first inning, the Black Stockings get no hits and no runs. There was 1 Viking error, fly ball out to left field, and 1 Black Stocking left on base. After 1 half inning, score is 0-0.
Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand. Rhino tested. Rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World. CarpetWorldFargo.com.
All right, we're back in Kindred here. Josh Almaris alongside Mike Hall. Thanks for tuning into your live event where we are
working through our soundboard. I think we should be squared away now, but thanks to everybody who's tuned in. Rivalry matchup here in Kindred. Casselton versus Kindred. The Casselton Blackstockings come into Kindred having already played 8 games. They're 2-0 in league play. They defeated Hankinson twice, and they're 4-3-1 overall. For the Kindred Vikings, this is the first action for Coach Nick Eggman and his crew. They had some rainouts last week, and so here they are getting into things right away. Let's take a look at the Vikings, how they're going to take a look at their batting order. They'll lead off with Brady Baumgarten playing center field. Brock Johnson bats 2, playing left field, and Fisher Johnson in a 3-hole. He again is the pitcher. Batting cleanup for the Vikings, Graham Hess, also doing the catching. Tyler Gronwald, shortstop, batting 5th. Jeremy Knight in right, batting 6th. Eli Mack, first baseman, who bats 7th. T. Girdman at 3rd, and Cade Westby, the 9 batter, playing second base. Defensively for the Blackstockings, pitching is Lucas Christensen. His battery mate is Grady Mueller. At first is Bryce Mueller. Second, Parker Wixo. And third is Ryan Osmondstad. Shortstop is Brody Kegley. First pitch in for a strike from Christensen. In the outfield from left to right is Carter Savvy, Easton Holland, and Aiden Thummel. Again, Lucas Christensen pitching right now. Throws a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Brady, starter for the Vikings last year. Leadoff man puts it in play. Going to be a tough play on the right side. Not able to be made by the second baseman, Wixo. And Baumgarten's going to lead off with a single.
Good effort there by Wixo at second, but a great swing by Baumgarten to just kind of go with that ball and push it into right field.
Especially with the velocity, Christensen got some good velo behind his pitches, and Brady just not trying to do a whole lot. Pickoff attempt, gets away, but not too far from first baseman Mueller.
That pickoff throw went off the back of Baumgarten. It looks like he'll be all right, though, and he's up and ready to go again.
Got a little mark, I'm sure, to take home with him after the game. It'll all feel better if he's able to cross home. Curveball for a strike. Brock Johnson, where's number 17, left fielder, up to bat right now. Another pickoff attempt to Brady. Brady dives back safely. 0-1 count for Christensen on the mound, pitching to Brock. Brock with a swinging bunt to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to turn and go to second base. Shortstop not able to gather that ball, and Brock Johnson's going to reach on a fielder's choice. Brady Baumgarten moves to second.
Casselton had an opportunity there on a clean play to get him at second, but just couldn't quite make the scoop off that short hop.
Yeah, Christensen turning and alertly trying to go to second, but short hopped it and wasn't able to get bailed out by his shortstop, Brody Kegley. And the Vikings are in business early on. Fisher Johnson, the pitcher, wears number 1, bats third. He's batting with guys on first and second and nobody out. Chases a high fastball. He goes to 0-2 quickly.
An opportunity in some situations for a sacrifice bunt, but you do not normally see your third hitter bunting here. So
no, I don't think Coach Eggman's going to have. Here's a steal. Ball's punched out to center. Baumgarten going to have to get back to second. He's hustling, dives in safely. Nice job there by Brady. I think he would have had that base stolen, but Fisher Johnson has to swing, and it's a fly out to center. First out for the Haymakers. Excuse me, the Blackstockings. Graham Hess to the plate now. Where's number 4, the catcher? Strike right down Broadway.
Both pitchers here have some good velocity. It'll be interesting to see how teams adjust as the game goes on.
Yeah, anytime a Casselton-Kindred matchup happens, there's going to be some some added intensity, and no surprise both teams sending out two of their top pitchers. Both teams have a bit of a deeper pitching staff, but definitely two of the best on the mound today. Probably not only in each of the teams, but within District 7 Babe Ruth baseball as well. Christensen sets. Baumgartner looks to take third, and he does so safely. Ball scampers away, and he's going to go for home. Left fielder's backing up, but great heads-up play there by Baumgartner. Awkward slide into home. Doesn't matter how you slide into home, though. As long as you get there safely, the run still counts.
Heads-up play by Baumgartner and showing off his speed there. That ball didn't trickle far behind third base, but he was able to get up quickly and score on that one.
We're recorded as a stolen base for Baumgartner to third, and then an error gets him home. So the Vikings with one hit. And they get a run as well. Swing and a miss there. Strike three. Graham Hess is down on strikes.
Christensen gets his first strikeout of the day. Second out of the inning. That brings up number 5, shortstop, Tyler Gronwald.
So 2 outs in the books for the Black Stockings. Brock Johnson at second, and up to bat is Tyler Gronwald, shortstop. Where's number 5? Lucas Christensen sets and delivers. Curveball misses.
Good mix from Christensen so far with that fastball and then that curveball.
Here he misses again. It's 2-1 to Gronwald. Both pitchers having to throw more pitches than they'd want to in the first inning. Johnson gets out of the first with 19 pitches, and here's Christensen's 18th pitch. So at best for Casselton, he's going to match Fisher Johnson or potentially go over. Deuce is on the board, 2-2 count with 2 outs. 1 in for the Vikings already, and it's a ball 3 to Gronwald. And this will be Christensen's 20th pitch of the first inning. Here's the 3-2. Runner goes. Curveball. Upper part of the zone. Gronwald thought it was high, but it doesn't matter. It's strike 3. And the Vikings end up getting 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 Casselton error, and after 1 inning of play, Vikings lead Casselton by a score of 1-0.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. We're gearing up for the top half of the second inning. A little bit of chaos early on with our soundboard had me flustered, so I apologize. I think our scoreboard and everything is good now. It should be 1-0, Vikings lead. And that doesn't seem to be showing up on our scoreboard.
Johnson delivers his second pitch of the at-bat. Works up ahead 0-2 on Parker Wixow here. Foul ball there from Wixow on the second pitch. And Johnson delivers strike 3 on the outside corner. Get the first out of the inning for the Vikings. That is Johnson's third strikeout of the day. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Bryce Mueller. Johnson works ahead, delivers an 0-1. And then a foul ball here from Mueller. Johnson working with good pace today. He gets on the mound and gets ready to deliver right away.
Good spot for that pitch.
Johnson misses outside here. Brings the count to 1-2. He'll work ahead here. And he gets him with a high fastball. Swing and a miss by Mueller. That'll bring up strikeout number 4 of the day for Johnson and the second out for the Vikings. Now batting will be the catcher, Grady Mueller. And Johnson delivers fastball again. Swung on and missed here by Mueller. Mueller looking to get a 2-out rally going here for the Black Stockings. Strike 2 delivered by Johnson. He's working with such pace, I already have time to get in a word between pitches as here comes the third pitch of the at-bat. Just misses outside there. 1-2 count here. Johnson misses low. That'll bring the count to 2-2. Curveball misses high for Johnson there. That'll bring the count to 3-2. He's not looking to lose this guy here after 2 strikeouts to start the inning. And a good battle here from Mueller. He'll foul that one off, keep the count at 3-2. Work that pitch count up a little bit for Johnson. And Johnson delivers strike 3. That's 3 strikeouts. 5th strikeout of the day for Johnson. No runs, no hits, no Viking errors.
Check out the YourLiveEvent.com free stage powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Inc. at the Red River Valley Fair with a full lineup of great performers and shows each day. You'll enjoy live entertainment from Quick 56, Ashley Weiland, Slamabama, and more. The Red River Valley Fair is 3 weekends from June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. For entertainment schedules and more information on the YourLiveEvent.com free stage, check out RedRiverValleyFair.com. That's RedRiverValleyFair.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
In the second, number 2, right fielder.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. As we just came off of a Fisher Johnson strikeout the side inning, Vikings will send to the plate Jeremy Knight, Eli Mack, and Teague Erdman as Lucas Christensen throws his first pitch of the second inning in for a strike. We're on the bottom of the second inning here in Kindred. Josh Omaris alongside Michael Hall. Jeremy Knight swings and misses at the second pitch. He sees himself down 0-2. Swings and misses on a very nice breaking ball by Christensen.
Good mix there from Christensen. He's working just as quickly as Johnson was last half inning and working ahead. Both pitchers seem to have settled in after higher pitch counts in the first inning.
First pitch to Eli Mack is taken for a ball. Eli Mack, one of the three youngsters starting for the Vikings. They return 6 starters and 7 with Lucas Starcevic, who we will more than likely see at some point in the game. Strike 2 here. It's 1-2 to Eli Mack. Starting at first base today. Takes ball 2. 2-2 count.
Christensen working out of the stretch here. I might not have been paying enough attention in the first inning, but he delivers from the stretch here.
Swing and a miss. Eli Mack. So second strikeout, 4th in a row for Christensen. And as we talked about earlier, Mike, there's going to be some strikeouts today with 2 very good pitchers on the mound. Fisher Johnson has 5 in a row. Christensen looking to do just that as Teague Erdman stands in his way. Count goes to 0-1.
Yeah, the key today with strikeout pitchers is when there are balls in plays, you got to make the play because you don't want the pitch count running too high for either of your pitchers. Always something to keep track of at this level.
Pitch number 32 right there for Christensen. Him and Fisher battling almost even right now. He has 32 pitches, Christensen does. This will be his 33rd, and Fisher Johnson sitting at 33 himself here in the bottom of the second. 1-2 pitch. Inside. Moves the count to 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Christensen sets, kicks, and delivers. Put into play, second baseman for the Casselton Blackstockings corrals that easily. Parker Wickzone throws on to Bryce Mueller, and that'll end things for the Vikings in the bottom half of the second inning. In the bottom of the second inning, the Vikings get no runs on no hits. They leave nobody on base, and we will move to the top of the third inning when we get back.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, where we are enjoying a beautiful day in Kindred and a District 7 key conference matchup between the visitors on the scoreboard, Casselton 15-year-old Blackstockings taking on the Kindred Vikings. Casselton trailing right now 1-0. Scoreboard can't seem to get that squared away. It is 1-0 as a high fly ball hit out to Brock Johnson in left field is caught. Nice swing by Ryan Osmanstad, but Brock Johnson rights a wrong from earlier when he made an error. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the third inning.
High fly ball there, and the wind definitely pushed that one out. Johnson does a nice job to play the wind there.
You don't usually see your left fielder playing so deep on bottom of the order as the 8-9 guys are leading off the way for the Black Stockings. Brody Kegley up to bat right now, shortstop batting 9. But Brock positioned almost perfectly there, Michael.
He was, and he went back and got underneath that ball, and no carryover from his error in the first inning. Good response there from Brock Johnson.
1 out, 2-0 count here. Fisher Johnson winds and delivers, throws a strike. It's going to go to 2-1. This umpire's kind of hard to read a little bit there, Nicholas. He's got a late animated call.
He does.
There we go. I can hear him a little better now. It's 2-2.
You hear him, and then about 2 seconds later, he puts his hand signal out. But Johnson working so fast, he's already delivering before you know the last pitch.
Foul ball there. Brody Kegley stays alive nicely. Once again, Vikings lead 1-0. 1 out here in the top of the third. Nobody on. 9-hitter up. Brody Kegley was up 2-0, and Fisher Johnson's come back nicely, but now it's 3-2. Sometimes as a pitcher, Michael, you have that, even though it was an out, it was a hard hit ball to fairly deep left field, and Johnson maybe tried to fine tune things a little too much. Ground ball out to the right side. Nice play there by Cade Westby, staying relaxed and making a good throw over to first base for the second out. But Fisher did get himself in a little trouble in that with that batter.
He did, and he did a good job there. You never want to lose your 9 batter to a walk, and he did a good job of coming back, staying composed, and delivering a strike there.
Absolutely. Brody Kegley ends up getting out, and that'll bring up turnover the lineup here for Easton Holland. Center fielder wears number 8. He flew out to right field in his first at-bat, and now he's quickly down 0-2.
Good mix from Johnson there. He starts with a curveball and then goes to the fastball as we get into the second time through for this Casselton lineup.
From the full, Johnson delivers just a little bit low and outside. Good pitch. Don't want to give Holland anything too good, especially when you're up 0-2 here. He likes what he sees from Hess, and Fisher delivers off the foot of Holland. Dead ball.
Correctly called. Foul ball out of the batter's box. You know, sometimes that one isn't always called, and leads to difficult plays for both runners and fielders.
Here's the 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Nice pitch. Looked like a little change up there on the outside corner. Must have just missed. Count moves to 2-2.
Good patience from Holland there.
Another outside pitch there.
Working a very good at-bat, as you would expect a leadoff hitter to do. Holland will look to win this battle.
And he loses him. So Easton Holland with a nice at-bat. He ends up drawing a walk. So it'll be a 2-out walk underway. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 7, Carter Savvy. Reached on an error.
Something to keep an eye on again is that pitch count keeps going up. Johnson up to 48 pitches. We're just in the third inning here. That walk by Holland might not lead to anything this inning, but if it takes Fisher out of the game later in the game, that could prove to be a difference. As Johnson delivers the ball there, now it's 1-1.
Johnson works from the set, checks his runner, throws that one. It's going to be a tough play for Gronwald, but Gronwald fields nicely and throws over Gareth, the umpire. It'll be a 6-3 putout in the top half of the third inning. The Casselton Blackstockings get no runs on no hits. They leave one runner on base, and there were no Viking errors After 2.5 complete, Vikings lead 1-0.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Hey fans, welcome back in. Bottom of the third inning. Vikings lead by a score of 1-0, and they'll send to the plate the 9-batter, Cade Westby, and then turn it back around to top of the order, Brady Baumgarten and Brock Johnson. Christensen delivers his second pitch for a strike. It's 1-1 to Cade Westby. Ball's put into play to the right side. Wixo corrals it, picks it up, and throws on over to first baseman Bryce Mueller. And it's going to be a quick 4-3 put out. And now batting will be Brady Baumgarten. Brady Baumgarten with the only hit of the game for either team. He had a leadoff single, nicely punched out in right field to lead off the game. He ended up scoring. He got to second on fielder's choice off the bat of Brock Johnson, stole third, and then in stealing third, the ball scampered away from the third baseman of the Blackstockings, and he took home. It's the only run of the game, 1-0. 1-0 count with one out.
Good example of what speed on the base paths combined with just a little air can lead to a run.
Yeah, speed and smarts both. Brady has both of those, no doubt. Exactly what you want out of your leadoff guy. A pesky hit, moving around the bases, capitalizing on any mistake. Another ball punch to the right side. This time it's right to Wixo. And Wixo's been a busy man over there at second base. That's his third assist of the afternoon for Parker Wixo. It'll be out number 2. And now coming to the plate will be Brock Johnson.
Good start for Christensen here, delivering quickly. It'll be ball 1.
There we go. I got it working. Figuring things out left and right. Scoreboard is up to date now.
We are back in action.
Brock swings and misses there. 1-1 count. As I said earlier, Brock reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Swings and misses at strike 2. Count goes to 1-2.
Christensen fooling some of the Viking batters here with a good mix with that curveball.
He's looking good. He has 4 strikeouts, looking for his 5th. This one, Brock does not bite on, and once again it's deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Nice take there.
Tries the curveball again.
It's an excellent pitch, Michael. I mean, he got Brock to bite a couple times on that pitch and then just painted the corner. And then he tries to go upstairs with a fastball, and he ends up losing Brock. So Brock with a very good at-bat there.
Very good mix. Both ball 3 and ball 4. Great locations for those pitches, but Johnson just had the plate presence to leave those alone.
Yeah, the only thing you'd look differently if you were Lucas Christensen, I really like that curveball that he just missed it on the outside corner, but the fastball, I think you can err more on the caution of getting it over the plate because you don't want to give a freebie to a guy like Brock who is likely going to look to steal second. Whether he does it or not, who knows, and Fisher Johnson, a dangerous batter. as we see a couple of pickoff attempts over at first base.
Yeah,
but I would have challenged Brock a little bit more, and Lucas probably just missed his spot there on that ball 4.
A good time here for the Vikings to steal. And you'd probably like Fisher Johnson to leave that pitch alone.
You do. That pitch definitely would have moved Brock over. It was down and in, and it would have been a tough one for the catcher to gather, as Mueller would have had a tough time throwing out Johnson. Johnson has speed, but Fisher Johnson gets a little bit anxious, a little bit excited at the plate. Now that ball's thrown away, so Brock Johnson's going to move to second, and Fisher's going to continue to have a good shot to add to things here as the Vikings lead 1-0. So Brock advances on the air. It's the second error for the Blackstockings. So a big 2-out opportunity here for Fisher Johnson to help himself out. It's 0-1. Lucas Christensen sets and delivers. Curveball outside. Going to move the count to 1-1.
See what kind of secondary lead Brock Johnson gets there. It should be, if it's good enough, a base hit should score him here.
Especially with the speed he has. Time called as catcher Grady Mueller wants to go have a chat with Lucas, potentially about some sign changing. Fisher Johnson flew out to center field in his first at-bat. With this being the Vikings' first game, there's not many averages or stats to give other than he's 0 for 1. The count moves to 2-1 now. Vikings had an opportunity with Johnson on second base in the first inning and were only able to get 1 run.
That pitch just misses there for Christensen.
Nice curveball there, but just missing 3-1 is now the count. Fisher with a healthy hack there, and it's going to move it to 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner on second. Vikings scored 1 in the first. No scoring since. There's only 1 hit in the game, and that's off of Brady Baumgarten. Fisher Johnson looking to get the next one. Ball 4, and Johnson's going to steal third.
A good slide there from Johnson to get in underneath that tag. I was wondering, even though first base was open, if Johnson wouldn't be moving it anyway. And now Now the Vikings have runners on the corners with 2 outs here. We'll see if the Vikings want to play small ball and try something out, or if they're going to trust their bat.
2 outs, speed on third, speed on first, and Graham Hess up to bat as Coach Matthew Swanson wants to have a word. Coach Matthew Swanson, in his first year as head coach of the Casselton Blackstockings. He's been with the program for 2 straight years, but he's a Casselton alum and has certainly spent many years coaching within the program. Had a stint starting back in 2006, and then went on to to get educated and all those good things, and now he's back in his second year with the program, first year as head coach. What do you think he was telling his pitcher there, Mr. Hall?
Well, it's first and third situation here, and it's if you're the Blackstockings here in the third inning, do you want to get that third out, take the out if they give it to you, and trust your offense to score 2 runs, or do you want to stop that run from scoring and keep it at 1-0?
Yep, they're more than likely talking about a first and third early steal situation. What are we going to do? Obviously, the answer was we're going to give Fisher Johnson second base, and we're going to let you go to work on Graham Hess. Graham Hess did strike out in his first at-bat. Big opportunity for Hess here as he sees himself quickly down 0-2. Hess struck out in his first at-bat. But, boy, this is a golden opportunity with your cleanup man up to bat. Here's the set, the pitch, and the delivery fouled off by Hess. Hess has got to go to work. He's got to work hard to put this ball in play. Anything he can do here to put pressure on the defense is going to be positive. You don't want to go down without a fight. Here's the set, the kick, and the pitch. Ball 4, just a bit outside. Excellent pitch by Christensen, though.
Ball 1 there, not ball 4.
Good call. Count goes to 1-2. Nice curveball. Graham put it in play, but right into the glove of the third baseman, Ryan Osmondstad, and he throws over to Bryce Mueller. And that ends things here for the Vikings in the bottom half of the third inning. So the Vikings leave 2, score none, no hits, and there was one Casselton error. After 3 complete, Vikings lead the Blackstockings by a score of 1-0.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet Smartstrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, Smartstrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for Smartstrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, where we are gearing up for the top half of the 4th inning. Vikings lead Casselton by a score of 1-0. This is the first game of the year for the Kindred Vikings. What are your thoughts on the Vikings early on here, Mr. Michael Hall?
Well, the Vikings have done a good job on attacking their few opportunities they get with Christensen here on the mound, and then playing a pretty clean game in the field. One error in that first inning, but they've responded well, and no slip-ups since then. But still only a 1-0 ball game. This is anybody's ball game here.
Absolutely, and the Vikings had a couple of opportunities, probably none bigger than what they just had there in the bottom of the third inning. Casselton comes in with a 2-0 record in league play, 4-3-1. Lucas Christensen wheeling and dealing, so is Fisher Johnson. Fisher Johnson starts off with an 0-1 count. Blackstockings will bring to the plate. Who's there now? Designated hitter Carter Nelson swings and misses. That's an 0-2 count now. Carter Nelson will lead off. He'll be followed by Aiden Thummel, the right fielder, and Parker Wixow, the second baseman. The 3, 4, 5 hitters batting here for Casselton. Nice change up there by Fisher Johnson. Right down the middle of the plate, and Carter Nelson knew it as soon as it passed him by. Nelson now goes 0 for 2, or moves to 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Aiden Thummel going to come up next. He struck out back in the first.
Johnson working quickly again to work ahead to an 0-1 count here, facing the number 4 batter.
Yeah, I like that idea that he's coming up. He gets a fastball early and wants to swing at it. You don't want to sit back. When you have a good pitcher, he tried to call time but didn't get it in time. So it's going to go to 0-2. Johnson, nice job there of finishing through that. Sometimes a batter will call time and it's too late and the ump won't grant it to him. That was the case in that pitch there. But with 2 pitchers wheeling and dealing like what Johnson and Christensen are doing right now, you don't want to let a nice fastball slip you by. Here's a fastball right down the middle. Fouled back. Going to be out of play.
Yeah, both pitchers attacking the strike zone and making the hitters earn their way on base.
Been a fun game. Been a good matchup between the two teams. Game's only about 48 minutes old. Once again, 1-0 Vikings lead, and we're in the top of the 4th. Just a single 7 here. Swing and a miss by Thummel. His second strikeout of the morning.
That's another good mix.
That's number 7 for Fisher. Sorry there. I'll jump on your call there for just a second, but Fisher strikes out 7 now. Go ahead, Mike.
Thummel looked like he was prepared for a fastball there and was a little ahead of that curveball. Good mix there from Johnson.
Parker Wixow's been busy defensively. We'll see what he does at the plate here. Takes ball 1. He struck out in the second, one of the 7 strikeouts that Fisher has earned. Fisher from the full, winds, delivers, swing and a miss by Parker Wixow. Count moves to 1-1. Parker Wixo has 3 assists in the field today. Fielded everything very cleanly and looked good over at second base for the Black Stockings. 2-1 count with 2 outs here. This ball is put in play. Going to be Tyler Gronwald. Moves into the hop. Fields, gathers, and throws a strike over to Eli Mack, and going to be a 6-3 putout. So Casselton in the top half of the 4th inning is going to score no runs on no hits. They leave nobody on base, and there were no Kindred Viking errors. We'll come back for the bottom half of the 4th inning in about a minute.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, where we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Vikings will send Tyler Gronwald, Jeremy Knight, and Eli Mack, the 5-6-7 hitters, to face Christensen. Christensen just threw his 59th pitch. In Babe Ruth baseball, you get 95 and finish your last batter, so you can only go over 95 if you're in the middle of a batter. 1-1 count now to Gronwald.
Still a great pitcher's duel going here. Johnson and Christensen pretty even on pitches so far.
Yeah, that's number 61 for Christensen, and Fisher Johnson sits in the dugout right now with 63 under his belt. So both looking pretty good as far as potential to finish at least through the 6th inning, maybe beyond that. See if the Vikings can make Lucas Christensen work and get that pitch count up a little bit. Vikings have really been, they've had two threats. They had a guy on second in the 1st inning that they left there, and guys on second and third in the 3rd. Casselton has had one guy on second base in the 1st inning, and really haven't had a guy in scoring position other than that. 3-2 count here. Ball 4 taken outside, so Tyler Gronwald leads off with a walk.
Good at bat there from Gronwald. He worked the count all the way to full and then was able to lay off that last pitch, take first base.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 2, Jeremy Knight, struck out back in the 2nd. Lefty swings and misses at Christensen's first strike. Action-packed day here at the ballpark. Single 7-inning Babe Ruth game right now. All kinds of practices going on out here in Kindred. And then tonight at 5:30, the Legion Class A team takes on Central Cass, or the Casselton Haymakers, I should say, in a league doubleheader. 5:30, and then second game approximately 7:30.
Yeah, what a great day of baseball. Got to take advantage of these nice June days, especially when you have so much rain as the season started.
Nice little sprinkle of rain yesterday. Strike called there tonight. It's going to be a 1-2 count. Nice little sprinkle of rain last night, and everything held out nicely. But you're right, Mike. Good weather. Beautiful day for baseball. That ball's thrown in the dirt. Gronwald with some great base running moves on to second base. And the count's going to go to 2-2. An opportunity for Knight really to work hard to try and get that ball to the right side and move Gronwald over to first. We'll see if he can do it. Good battle by Jeremy Knight. And count stays at 2-2. Really want, if you're a Viking fan, to see Jeremy Knight hit that ball to the right side. That'll push Gronwald over to third base, and having a guy on third base with one out is a big deal.
Viking batters doing a good job here working counts. They seem to have settled in at the plate.
Eli Mack on deck, followed by T. Erdman and Cade Westby. They hope to get a crack at things. This ball goes by the catcher, and, kind of one of those hidden things. Kudos to Jeremy Knight here, is that, that foul ball that he just fouled off worked another pitch, and that extra pitch now has brought his teammate Tyler Gronwald to third. So now corners in for Casselton. Now if Knight is able to put this ball in play, other than the pitcher or the corners, he should score his teammate Gronwald, who stands at third base.
Meeting of the minds here at the mound. Kind of work up a strategy here on this 3-2 pitch. Good opportunity here for the Vikings. No outs, regardless of what happens this at-bat. But you'd like to see the ball put in play here.
Another foul. Jeremy Knight with a big at-bat here. He struck out in the second. Good at-bat for him. Opportunity to make it great. If he can drive in Gronwald, this could be one of the plays of the game. Oh, swings at a breaking ball. Really would have liked to see Jeremy Knight head to first there to draw a throw, but a very good play by catcher Grady Mueller of recognizing that he did not corral that, and he tagged out Jeremy Knight. A good at bat in which Knight was able to sort of indirectly move Gronwald over to third base by taking pitches and battling.
Yeah, the battle kept that at-bat alive.
Eli Mack's got to put this ball in play. It's a 1-1 count with one out. It would shift, momentum would shift pretty drastically if Casselton's able to get out of this inning without giving up a run. Eli Mack takes ball 2 high, and this will be pitch number 76 for Lucas. Good take by Eli in the dirt, and it's a 3-1 count.
Big pitch here. Christensen doesn't want to lose this battle.
Here's the pitch. Put in play to the pitcher. They're going to go home, and hot box for Gronwald. We'll see if Eli Mack goes to second. Here's a hot box. Yeah, we do have a guy running to second base. The Vikings do. Gronwald is going to be called out on a whole bunch of chaos, like a 1-2-5, 1-5 put out there for Gronwald. That'll be the second out. Eli's going to pick up fielder's choice, and he does advance to second base on a nice heads-up play there.
Really best case scenario there for the Blackstockings is they're able to get Gronwald off of third base. And that's a play that you said, you come back to plays of the game, maybe an early season base running blunder for Gronwald there. That'll be something they for sure talk about in their post-game meeting.
I don't mind him as much just being aggressive there. It was a ground ball to the pitcher, and, you could have gotten a bounce here and there, and he did a good job of staying in the hot box to at least get Eli Mack into scoring position, but you're right, Mike. You probably don't. You're on third base. You're a pass ball away, right? So you don't want to be thrown out in that situation. Yep. 2-1 count here to Erdman, who grounded out to the second baseman. Oh, there's a base hit out in the right field. Big hit. We'll see if Eli Mack is going to make it. He is going to make it home easily as the right fielder had it slip underneath his glove. And Teague Erdman with an absolute huge RBI single for the Vikings. And the Kindred faithful love that. Huge hit by Teague Erdman. And if we're talking plays of the game, it's still early, and there's a lot that can happen in this one. That is definitely in the on the ballot here on Election Day for a play of the game. Big hit by Teague Erdman in the 8-hole.
Great bit of hitting, and in these close games, a lot of times it does come down to the bottom of the lineup who steps up and who is able to make one of those hits and make it count, as that's the 8 batter for the Vikings there who just delivered a huge RBI single.
2-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Cade Westby. Cade also grounded out to the second baseman. Vikings lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2 count now as Christensen has 85 pitches under his belt. You can pitch 95, finish your batter if you hit your 95th or 96th so on pitch, but after that you are done. Strike 3 taken by Cade Westby, so he's going to go down looking, but the Vikings do pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors in that inning. And we have a new score after 4 complete. Vikings lead Casselton 2-0.
Check out the YourLiveEvent.com free stage powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Inc. at the Red River Valley Fair with a full lineup of great performers and shows each day. You'll enjoy live entertainment from Quick 56, Ashley Weiland, Slamabama, and more. The Red River Valley Fair is 3 weekends from June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. For entertainment schedules and more information on the YourLiveEvent.com free stage, check out RedRiverValleyFair.com. That's RedRiverValleyFair.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred here as we move to the top of the 5th inning. Black Stockings are going to be sending their first baseman Bryce Mueller, their catcher Grady Mueller, and their third baseman Ryan Osmanstad to the plate. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. Again off of Bryce Mueller's bat.
Vikings looking for a shutdown inning here after getting 1 more on the board in the bottom of the 4th there.
High fastball swung on and missed. Quickly an 0-2 count. There is action in the Casselton bullpen way out in left field there as Christensen has 9 pitches left. Nice pitch, just misses inside a little bit there. But you're right, Michael. Fisher Johnson, you want to see him attack, and so far he's done that, especially coming off of a big hit. Ball's hit up the middle. Great stop there by Westby. He just couldn't pick it up. Boy, if he could have corralled that, that could have been a huge play. But a base hit for Mueller.
Yeah, great effort there from Westby, but again, just kind of lost his footing on his way up and couldn't quite grab that baseball.
He took a glance at the runner, Michael. If he would have just stuck with that ball, picked it up with his bare hand, and then chucked it, I think he would have gotten him. Great job to get over to that ball and knock it down. But 1 guy on here for Casselton in the top of the 5th. And up to bat now is the 7-hitter Grady Mueller.
Johnson hasn't had to work out of the stretch in a while. The key here is still throwing strikes. You know, you don't want to lose another guy on base here.
1-0 count. Swung on, popped out to right field. Going to be a tough play. Oh, no, excuse me, my bad. Totally misgauged that. Cade Westby moves over to his left and makes that catch.
Off the bat, it certainly looked like it was going to be a tough blooper, but I think the wind helped out the Vikings there, helped Westby to get underneath that one.
Yeah, strong northwest wind here today of about 15 to 20 miles an hour. I think it said gusts of 25-ish. But I thought that ball was going to sail out to right field to Jeremy Knight. Cade Westby camped under it nicely and got the first out here for the Vikings. At the plate is Ryan Osmanstad, third baseman. Gets hit. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat. But Fisher Johnson hits the 8 batter, and that'll bring up Brody Kegley.
This is a huge at-bat for the Black Stockings. Not only do they have 2 runners on with just 1 out, this is also the 9-hitter. And if Kegley can find a way to have a productive at-bat here, you have the top of the lineup with potentially 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This is a big point in the game, a huge point in the game. Pitching counts play into this as well. Here's the 72nd pitch for Fisher Johnson. But you have to attack the 9-hitter here. There's if you're a Casselton fan, anything that Kegley can do to move the runners, obviously drive them in would be great. But if he can get on any sort of a freebie, all the better. Fisher Johnson cannot give up a free base here and load him up for the Black Stockings with the top of the order coming up. Here's a bunt to first. Nobody covering. Nobody covering at first, so it's going to go in the books as a base hit. It's a mental error, I'd say, on the Vikings' behalf. And, a good job there by Teague Erdman of hustling after that ball. It was hard down his baseline, but there was nobody covering over on first base. And they're loaded up here for the Black Stockings.
Yeah, maybe an early blunder there for the Vikings. Haven't had that experience yet of bunt coverages and first game of the season, but something that needs to get worked out. You got to have somebody covering first base there because you need to get that out.
Yeah, top of the order coming up with guys on second and third and 2 outs. It looks quite a bit different than bases loaded and 1 out. But we'll see. Fisher Johnson is a strikeout pitcher. He's going to look to get one. But Easton Holland does not strike out often. On the day, he flew out to right field, and he has also walked. So Casselton very much in business here in the top of the 5th inning. Cash Lorenz, is running now at third base. So that is a pinch running situation. Will Everson is courtesy running at second for Grady Mueller. And at first base is Kegley. Nope, that's Ryan Osmondstad at second. Here's a fly ball out to right field. Jeremy Knight going to move over to his left, and he makes the catch. He corrals it, and very nicely. Ball scampers away. There's going to be a play at second. Nope. Everybody moves up. So a nice play by Knight, but some sloppiness after. The run was going to score no matter what. Cash Lorenz comes in, cuts the lead in half here. Runners go to second and third on a throw that nobody was able to corral.
Heads up base running to get a runner on second base there for the Black Stockings.
Big moment for the Black Stockings. Carter Savvy up to bat right now. Carter Savvy reached on an air and grounded out to short. Here's a nice play by Fisher Johnson. And Fisher Johnson catches that ball and stares down the dugout of the Casselton Black Stockings, and the Vikings get out of it with only giving up 1 run. So Casselton scores 1 run in the top half of the 5th inning. They had 2 hits, and they strand 2. We have a new score after 4.5. Vikings lead Casselton 2-1.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? from office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Josh Omeris alongside Michael Hall. We move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's been an exciting game, a very clean game, and we are about to see a new pitcher on the mound for Casselton. Lucas Christensen is going to move out to center field, and on the mound for Casselton will be number 8, Easton Holland. So a straight switch for Casselton. Center to pitch, pitch to center, and once again it's Easton Holland who's coming in to take on the Vikings. The Vikings will have the top of the order up to bat. Brady Baumgarten, Brock Johnson, and Fisher Johnson. Brady Baumgarten is 1 for 2. He had a hit in the first, and then he grounded out to second in the third. Brock Johnson hit into a fielder's choice in the first and reached on a walk in the third, and Fisher Johnson flew out to center and then walked in the third. So we'll see what they can do against Easton Holland. 2-1 is the score. Bottom of the 5th. Vikings lead Casselton. Holland throws his first pitch in for a ball.
Momentum can really go anywhere at this point. You know, Casselton had a good rally in that last half inning, but kind of deflating to hit a ball hard and get it out there for the Vikings to get out of that inning.
Absolutely. I mean, that we said it off air, Michael. If that ball goes up the middle, that's 2 runs scored by Casselton, and it's a 3-2 Casselton lead. But Fisher Johnson makes an excellent play and is able to get his team back into the dugout, trying to add on to things.
And now top of the order here for the Vikings. They'd like to get one back.
Lucas Christensen did end up pitching 4 innings. Struck out 4 guys. Struck out 6 guys. And is on the hook for the loss. But certainly Casselton has come to life at the plate. They had not gotten a hit until the 5th inning, where they picked up 2 hits and had a huge threat. Here's the 2-1 pitch to leadoff man Brady Baumgarten. He puts that into play. It's kind of fallen into the Bermuda Triangle, and it does. It falls perfectly right into no man's land. So Brady Baumgarten going to pick up his second hit. A frustrating one if you're Easton Holland and Casselton.
Yeah, I think the wind might have played tricks there again. Lorenz looked like he had a chance to get that one and just kind of overran it, and that's always the struggle when you're running hard after those shallow fly balls into the outfield. You don't want to overrun that, but now, it's very easy to do.
Big thing here is Brady cannot get picked off if you're a Viking fan. With the lefty on the mound, he's got to be smart. Ball 1 taken by Brock. It did. You're right, Michael. It looked like that ball was going to travel out where the center fielder would have a shot at it, but with the strong northwest wind, it certainly fell more kind of over the head of the lefty there. I just said Brady cannot get picked off if you're a Viking fan, and he was doing everything he can to claw himself back into first on a bang-bang pickoff attempt.
He got caught leaning there. Dove back to the right side of the base.
Here he takes off, and he's going to slide in safely. So the Vikings have a guy on second with nobody out. Brock Johnson up to bat. And a 2-0 count. So that's Brady Baumgarten's second stolen base of the afternoon. He stole third in the first. And if Casselton's not careful, he's going to steal third again here. Nobody was holding him. 2-1 count. Nobody out for Brock Johnson. Thanks for tuning in to your live event. Here the shortstop's going to hold Brady and step off. Brody Kegley just took a step over to left, to his left. If they let Brady go, he will go. Now they're holding him. Ball's thrown inside, and Brock has a 3-1 count. Another visit. by Bryce Mueller.
Key for Holland here is, yes, you need to be aware of Baumgarten, but you can't let that take away your focus from your batter here. You still have to attack and throw strikes and make sure you're not giving up free bases.
Absolutely. You know, that's the kind of the hidden thing that a guy on second does is if you get that pitcher thinking more about you than the batter. And here's Brady. He's taking off. He's going to dive into third base safely. Great jump. Easton never even looked at Brady. And kind of a double whammy for Casselton as Brady steals third and Brock earns his second walk. He's on for the third time today. So first and third. Another big moment for the Vikings here. First and third with nobody out, and Fisher Johnson up to bat. Fisher's 0 for 1 with a walk. He flew out to center, and he walked in the third.
Now, Casselton is not going to want to let the runner at third take home for free, so second base may be easy pickings here. Only difference is Johnson might have to hold a little closer at first because you have a lefty on the mound.
Yeah, he cannot get picked off. Yeah, the Vikings certainly have a big inning, that hopes for a big inning here, and a pickoff will quickly ruin hopes of that. Here's the pickoff attempt, and Johnson is totally picked. He's going to get into a hot box. Brady is going to take for home, and the Vikings are able to pick up a run out of the deal. So Brock Johnson, smart enough to at least get into the hot box, but he was dead in the rights. And Brady Baumgarten will end up taking home. So 3-1. Fisher Johnson hits to the right side under the glove of Parker Wixo. Wixo was in position, but it went right under his glove. It's going to be Fisher Johnson reaches on an error. Again, a big time thing there that happened with Brock Johnson, just not getting a good read from the pitcher and really guessing. That could have been 2 runs for the Vikings. Graham Hess up to bat. He takes a strike.
Some frustration there from Hess. I think he was expecting Fisher Johnson to steal the base there.
Well, he's picked every time on his second time, so this is where he would pick, and there he does. And Fisher Johnson takes off. He's going to go hard, and he slides. Well, I would guess that Coach Eggman, as he's just yelling right now, his guys will be working on left-handed picks in practice this week. There's been no secret. Holland has picked every time on the second time.
Clear pattern. It's
a clear pick, but the guys are pretty baffled. Fisher Johnson did the right thing in just committing and going. He's in scoring position right now.
Interesting bunt there with your 4-hitter.
Yeah, Hess is 0 for 2, struck out and then grounded out. He's got 2 strikes on him now with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. You know, if you're Casselton and you only give up 1 run in this inning, you probably feel like that was a victory because the Vikings had first and third with nobody out. Strikeout. Graham Hess goes down looking. His second strikeout of the morning.
Good location there from Holland. That was going to be a tough ball to put in play, but you got to protect the plate if you have 2 strikes on you if you're Hess there.
Yeah. Hess didn't like the call, but you're right, Mike. I mean, you gotta protect there. Fisher's going to take third. He's going to slide in safely with no throw. Good jump by Fisher. So Fisher stole second, and now he's stolen third. Tyler Gronwald, big moment. Once again for the Vikings, 1-0 count.
I don't know if I can say good, but aggressive running from the Vikings here.
Yeah. That's well put. Tyler Gronwald puts the pressure on. Parker Wixo is camped under it, and he makes the catch, and that'll end things here in the 5th inning. So the Vikings do get 1 more run. There was 1 Casselton error and 1 Viking hit. The Vikings strand 1, and we have a new score after 5 innings complete. Vikings lead Casselton 3-1.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, where we are gearing up for sixth inning action. 2 innings potentially left in this one. Single 7-inning game here in Kindred. District 7 Babe Ruth matchup between the visitors on the scoreboard, Casselton, and the home team, Kindred Vikings. Vikings lead 3-1. Want to thank our sponsors. Specifically, want to thank Goldmark on our in-game update. Goldmark handles commercial land and farmland. They have the skills to handle all your commercial real estate and farmland requests. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com for more information. Thanks to the folks at Goldmark for sponsoring your live event. Up to bat for the Casselton Blackstockings will be Carter Nelson, the designated hitter, Aiden Thummel, the right fielder, and Parker Wixow, the second baseman. Nelson took ball 1 low, and now ball 2 low. It's a 2-0 count, pitch number 79 for Fisher Johnson. Again, the limit is 95. Certainly hoping he can, if you're a Viking fan, make it through this inning, and this is a helpful 2-0 swing. Fisher Johnson, a high fly ball, and he gathers it. Carter Nelson had the count up 2-0 in his favor, and then a lazy pop fly there sort of bailed out the Vikings a little bit on that at bat. On a 2-0 swing, you want to see something a bit harder, don't you, Michael?
Absolutely. You don't want to give away a free out there. As a batter, you're looking for your one pitch that you can drive somewhere hard, and kind of bailed out Fisher Johnson there.
Aiden Thummel takes a strike. Great response there by Fisher Johnson. Thummel is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, And Fisher Johnson attacking him nicely. Count moves to 0-2. We are in the top half of the 6th inning. 1 out. Starter Fisher Johnson remains on the mound. Throws that one to the backstop. And the count goes to 1-2. If the Vikings can get Fisher Johnson out of this inning with mid to high 80s left on his pitch count, they're in business to get a lot done in the 7th. But it's 2-2 now, and Fisher Johnson, you want to see him attack.
Yeah, if you're Johnson, you don't want to waste pitches here. You want to get yourself into the 7th inning. And depending on how this at-bat goes, Casselton could have the strategy of, take a strike. You don't want to give up a good pitch from a good pitcher, but if you can work that count up and face a different pitcher in the 7th, that's huge for the Blackstockings.
Aiden Thummel did a nice job of following that one off. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. So Thummel strikes out for his 3rd time today. And the Vikings pick up their 2nd out of the 6th inning. That'll bring up number 2, the second baseman, Parker Wixow. This will be Fisher Johnson's 87th pitch. It's a strike. This is the 5-hitter for Casselton, so if the Vikings get Parker out, it's going to be the bottom of the order that's going to have to win the game for Casselton. Here's a ball hit out into the outfield.
It's a blooper.
Right again into that Bermuda Triangle between the second baseman Westby and Jeremy Knight, the right fielder. Baumgarten was closing in as well. It's going to go down as a hit, so Parker Wixo punches that one out. He's 1 for 3 on the day. That'll bring up Bryce Mueller. Mueller got a hit in the 5th and scored. Casselton's only run. Excuse me, that's Cash Lorenz. Cash Lorenz came in and ran for him. So Cash Lorenz swings and misses.
Johnson works ahead there with a fastball. I'd be surprised if he throws something off speed here.
There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2 is the count. 0-2, 2 outs, 6-hitter. Up to bat, it's Cash Lorenz. Fisher checks the runner, sets, and delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout there for Fisher Johnson. In the top half of the 6th inning, Casselton gets no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1 on base, and there were no Kindred errors. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Vikings lead Casselton by a score of 3-1. We'll see you back in about a minute.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota on a beautiful Tuesday, June 11th. Thanks for tuning into your live event. I'm Josh Almaris alongside Michael Hall. This game is about an hour and 27 minutes old so far, Michael, but been a fun one, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this has been a fantastic game for the Babe Ruth level. You know, 2 really quality teams, and they're really playing good baseball. You know, a couple of errors for both teams that they'd like to have back, but all in all, a good duel between 2 rivals to start the year.
Yeah, I'd say fantastic early on in the season game. There's some kinks that need to be worked out with some pickoffs and some errors and some bunt coverages, but yeah, 2 teams that are playing hard, competing at a high level, and some things that they're learning from this that they'll clean up, I think, and only improve. The Vikings will send to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning Jeremy Knight, right fielder Eli Mack, who's playing first, and Teague Erdman, who plays third. It's the 6, 7, 8 guys. Cade Westby hopes to get a chance as well, as Jeremy Knight quickly sees his count go to 0-2. Once again, Easton Holland on the mound for Casselton. He's in his 2nd inning of work. He came on in the 5th inning, and he's working to Grady Mueller. Nice job of framing that one by Grady Mueller, but he is not able to get the strike 3 call. So the lefty has a 1-2 count to the lefty, Jeremy Knight. Lefty on lefty, and here's the pitch. Strike 3. Jeremy Knight strikes out for the 3rd time today. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Eli Mack.
Number 24, first baseman.
I'd like to see a little more aggression here from the Viking hitters. You know, they're looking to pick up another run to give themselves a little insurance going into this last inning.
Yeah, absolutely. You have the upper hand. You want to put the pressure on. And I don't think Jeremy swung once there in that at bat.
No swings, and looked a little passive at the plate.
Here's Eli Mack. Takes first pitch for a ball, and he puts this one in play to the third baseman. Third baseman corrals it, drops it, picks it up, throws it, and is able to still make the play. Nice job there by Kegley.
Great play to stick with that at third, not getting rattled.
No, go ahead. That wasn't Kegley. Sorry, go ahead.
Not getting rattled and sticking through that to make that play. That was
Ryan Osmondstad.
Osmondstad.
Yeah, Osmondstad dropped it, picked up, stayed calm, and threw a hard strike over to first base. 2 outs here now for Casselton. Teague Erdman might be the hero of the game so far, depending on what happens in the 7th. Teague Erdman with a huge 2-out RBI in the 4th inning that moved the Vikings to a 2-0 lead. See if he can get a 2-out rally started for the Vikings. If you're a Vikings fan or a Casselton fan, whichever one you are, you probably want to know where Fisher Johnson is in his pitch count. He's at 91, so I would assume he's coming out in the 7th, and how far he gets will be the question. You get 95 pitches in Babe Ruth baseball, you can finish your batter.
Yeah, again, it'll be interesting to see when the Black Stockings come to the plate. Do you take a strike, or you only have 3 outs to get 2 runs?
This being the first game of the year for the Vikings, they're going to have a good bullpen, good opportunities to come in and close it. But Fisher Johnson's looking strong, and certainly Casselton would like to see him probably depart from this game. Count goes to 3-2 for Teague. 3-2, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Vikings lead 3-1. Easton Holland on the mound. He sets, works from the set. He kicks, and here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Teague Erdman strikes out, and the Vikings go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. They get no runs on no hits. There were no Casselton errors and nobody left on base. We're going to move to the top half of the 7th inning. Casselton trails the Vikings 3-1. We'll be back in about a minute.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Well, welcome back in, fans. We are in the 7th inning here, top of the 7th inning, and Fisher Johnson is at 91. It's been confirmed with the press box, the home scorekeeper, and the visitor scorekeeper. Here's pitch number 92, taken on for a strike by Grady Mueller. Grady Mueller, Ryan Osmondstad, and Brody Kegley are the 3 that are coming to the plate, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Here's pitch number 93.
And as I was kind of guessing, Mueller had no intention of swinging at that first pitch.
He did not. Mueller 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in the 2nd, flew out to the second baseman in the 5th. So can Fisher get him out now and have one more batter? He takes here, and that's pitch number 94. So this is his final batter that Fisher will face. It's Grady Mueller. Here's the pitch. And swung on, hit to third baseman, and foul. So the count goes to 1-2. So if you're a Casselton fan, certainly Mueller getting on base and Fisher out of the game is a big double bonus. For the Vikings, you want Fisher to pick up his last out here before they have to give the ball to somebody else. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to the right side, and foul. Good battle here by Grady Mueller.
Yeah, Mueller doing a great job. Pretty much what you would ask for your leadoff to get Fisher out of the game, and then now checkbox number 2 is get on base.
Here he puts the ball in play. It's going to be a swinging bunt. Fisher barehands it, throws across, and nicely done by Fisher Johnson. So that'll be the final batter that Fisher Johnson faces. It's a 1-3 put out as Fisher throws on over to Eli Mack. And we'll see what the Vikings do next, as Fisher Johnson has pitched over the allotted amount. 95 pitches is the allotted amount. He went to 97. Once again, you get to finish the batter, and Grady Mueller ends up getting out, but he takes Fisher out of the game. Let's step aside for about 30 seconds, and we'll figure out what the Vikings changes are going to be. I'll give you a hint on one of them. Tyler Gronwald going to be the pitcher to try and close it out for the Vikings. We are in the top half of the 7th inning. Vikings lead 3-1. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Check out the YourLiveEvent.com free stage powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Inc. at the Red River Valley Fair with a full lineup of great performers and shows each day. You'll enjoy live entertainment from Quick 56, Ashley Weiland, Slamabama, and more. The Red River Valley Fair is 3 weekends from June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. For entertainment schedules and more information on the YourLiveEvent.com free stage, check out RedRiverValleyFair.com. That's RedRiverValleyFair.com.
Well, they made it easy on us, Michael. It was a straight switch. Tyler Gronwald moves from shortstop onto the mound, and Fisher Johnson's going to go to shortstop. There's one out here in the top of the 7th inning, and the Vikings lead Casselton 3-1. We've said it throughout the broadcast, Michael. This game is far from over. If you know baseball and you know all the odd things that can happen in a rivalry game, Viking faithful do not want it to be far from over.
Something as simple as a pitching change when you've had a dominant pitcher on the mound. You know, even though Casselton only has 2 outs to get 2 runs, new pitching change can put some life into the bats. So
Fisher Johnson struck out 9. He only gave up 3 hits and the 1 run. So you're exactly right. A little bit of a breath of fresh air. Tyler Gronwald is no spring chicken. He can chuck it. He's a veteran. He was a part of this team last year. So the Vikings feel comfortable with him on the mound. But you're right. Change in pitching can sometimes spark an offense. The 8 and 9 hitters are going to have to do it. It's Ryan Osmondstad. He is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, flew out to left in the 3rd, and then was hit by a pitch in the 5th. So Gronwald starts the game a little rusty. Bounces that one for a ball. We'll see what he does with the second pitch. First pitch was a setup pitch, right, Michael?
That's absolutely right. You know, throw one 50 feet and then
pretend he didn't know what he was doing, and then all of a sudden throws a hard fastball right down Broadway. 1-1 pitch with 1 out. Nice pitch, popped him up. Who in the infield's going to take charge? Windy day, and it's Cade Westby. Gets a second out. So nice job there by Gronwald of coming back with 2 nice pitches. Big thing is to challenge, and he did that.
Yeah, great job by Gronwald after, not the first pitch you wanted, settled in through strikes. Make them put the ball in play. You don't want to give up free outs here.
It's a save opportunity for Gronwald, too. Leading only 3-1. He can record a save here if he's able to end this game. Brody Kegley stands in the way. He's a shortstop. Where's number 3? He's 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the second baseman, Cade Westby, in the 3rd. And he had a base hit in the 5th. Here's the wind, the delivery, and it's a ball outside, 2-0 count. 9-hitter. Definitely do not want to put the 9-hitter on a free ride, and you definitely don't want to breathe any life into your opponent here with 2 outs. Here's a fly ball. Will it stay in? Graham Hess goes to his left. He is unable to get over to the backstop and make that catch. Would have really liked to see Graham get to that spot and try to get it before it hit the net, but he wasn't able to get there in time, and it's a 2-1 count now with 2 outs.
Just out of your viewing area, so sorry for the limitations we have on the camera.
Ball there just misses. Called it low, so the count goes to 3-1.
Big pitch here from Gronwald.
There it is to the right side. Nice, got the bad hop there. Eli Mack did an excellent job of hanging on to that. He did not get the Sunday hop, but he sticks with it. And with that, the Vikings end up being victorious over Casselton in the first game of the regular season for them. The Black Stockings will fall to a record of 4-4-1. They're going to be 2-1 in league play, and the Vikings are going to move to 1-0. We'll talk a little bit about the game when we return. We'll take a quick break and chat about. We'll have a short post-game show when we return. See you back in about a minute.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. We are final now here in Kindred. The Vikings are victorious over Casselton by a score of 3-1. It was an exciting game, well-played game, quick game that only lasted about an hour and 39 minutes. Two good teams duking it out, and the end result was the Vikings win game number 1 of their regular season by a score of 3-1. They again are 1-0 on the season. A couple of rainouts led to this being their first game. Casselton will drop to an overall record of 4-4-1. In league play, they go to 2-1. I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to specifically thank Todd Wold for his sponsorship of the post-game show. For any accounting requisitions from income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals or businesses, go online to Wold-CPA.com. Check that. That's Wold-CPA.com. Thanks to Todd Wold for sponsoring Summer Baseball in Kindred and for specifically sponsoring the post-game show. Let's talk a little bit, Michael, first on what your thoughts were on the game overall. Fun game to do. What stood out to you?
Yeah, that was a fantastic game. First game for the Kindred Vikings and early season game for the Casselton Black Stockings. And one thing I love about the Babe Ruth level of baseball is you start to learn the smaller little things in baseball, and it's not so much about getting outs and throwing strikes. It's you learn how to run the bases, you learn how to play small ball a little bit, and really this game could have gone either way, but just a couple of errors, key errors for Casselton, and the Vikings were aggressive on the base paths, and they were able to take a couple extra runs, and I think that really was the difference in this game today.
Yeah, you're right, and some things that both teams will look back on and both teams will improve on. Early on, there's some mistakes that were made, but two well-coached teams. Coach Hegman here with the program in his 5th year with the program, 4th as the head coach. He'll certainly address some things, and Matthew Swanson, been around the game of baseball for many years, been working in the Casselton program dating back to 2006, his first year as head coach, 2nd year with the program. These two teams will more than likely see each other when the game is a little bit bigger later on, and they'll more than likely have this stuff cleaned up. Let's talk a little bit about player of the game. We talked about a couple candidates off the air. I think it's a pretty obvious one. I'll turn it over to you in a minute, but I do want to give kudos to Brady Baumgarten. He's not going to be the player of the game, but he certainly was an honorable mention. Did exactly what you'd want out of a leadoff hitter. He was 2 for 3. He scored 2 runs. He stole 3 bases. Really was just pesky on the base paths. So Brady Baumgarten, we'll call him an honorable mention player of the game. Did a lot of good things throughout the ball game. But I'll turn it over to you, Michael, for the official player of the game and who that is.
Yeah, well, coming out and starting the season for the Vikings, Fisher Johnson did a great job on the mound, and so he'll take the Player of the Game award for this game. Johnson pitched 6 1/3 innings with 9 strikeouts, and he was really, what I loved was what's not on the scorebook is his pace, and he was up on the mound, working quick, attacking the strike zone, and he really, when Casselton got one runner on, he didn't let any life into their lineup and did a great job with picking up a 3-hit win today.
Yeah, I like that comment you made too, Michael. Pace of play. When you're up there and you're a strikeout pitcher, it's one thing to get the strikeouts, but it's another to just get the ball and keep chucking and chucking and chucking. It keeps your defense into games. So I like the piece that you added. A great pace of play there from Fisher. A couple of I think different big plays in this game. One of them was Fisher, I think, with the line out right back to him in the 5th inning that ended things. If he doesn't catch that ball lined back to him, Casselton probably scores 2 and takes the lead. 3-2. There was, I think, also Brady Baumgartner early on, just the way he set the tone. Got a leadoff hit, worked himself to third, stole third, ball got thrown away, and he scored. But I think the big play of the game, if we're officially going to give a play of the game, is going to go to, you want to take this one or you want me to take it?
You got it.
Okay, T. Girdman in the 4th inning stepped up to the plate with a guy on was it third base, second base. Eli Mack was at second at the time, and got a huge RBI single out to right field. That gave the Vikings a 2-0 lead, and just a big 2-out hit coming off the 8-hitter. So T. Girdman with the play of the game in this matchup. So congratulations to T. Girdman for the play of the game, to Fisher Johnson for player of the game, and to the Kindred Vikings for winning today's game 3-1 and improving to a mark of 1-0 on the season. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll come back and wrap it up on our final segment, and then we'll shut things down. See you back in about a minute.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Hey fans, we're going to do our final wrap-up here. Once again, the Vikings are victorious 3-1. Next action on your live event comes in just a handful of hours here, less than 5 hours. The Kindred Vikings will be taking on Casselton, the Haymakers, in a doubleheader, Legion A. So we'll have that game here tonight in Kindred. So tonight, tune in for Casselton, Kindred, Legion Class A action. Tomorrow we'll be back in action with Babe Ruth. Hankinson is in town to take on Kindred, and on Thursday, another Babe Ruth game that'll be aired on your live event. Northern Cass or Gardner comes to town, so tune in to your live event for those upcoming games. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank, once again, all of our sponsors, specifically Goldmark and Todd Wold for sponsoring the in-game action. I want to congratulate once again the Kindred Vikings for their 3-1 victory. Fisher Johnson is the player of the game, and T. Girdman wins play of the game. For Michael Hall, my name is Josh Almaris. We'll hope to see you back here later on tonight.